Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dr. Bill at Movement First Health and Wellness. I am at our new location at 7901 Strickland Road. Coming live today because I wanted to go over bridge form. A couple of my clients recently have had issues with not using their glute muscles properly for lifting their hips in a bridge, and that's putting more stress on their backs, more stress on their hamstrings. And that also leads to kind of stress in those areas when you're running or doing other activities like hiking or climbing stairs. So I wanted to kind of go over kind of how I teach things and some different ways that you can incorporate some tools and bands and stuff to make sure you're really feeling the burn in your glutes. I'm gonna go grab those tools real quick. All right, so as I mentioned, a lot of people are doing the bridge wrong, and what they're doing is they're usually tucking their pelvis and kind of coming up like this. And what that does is that ends up creating a lot more pressure in your hamstrings than anything else. Another thing I'm seeing people do is that when they're driving up, they're really using their backs to extend to try and get up, sticking their ribs up in the air. What I try and teach people to do is to move through their hips. So if you find this crease here where your hips are, and you want to keep your back straight, so we don't want to round here, and we're going to put our fingers here, and you want to drive up into your fingers like that. And so what I like to tell people is try to use this higher hip muscle area, your glutes, where your glutes kind of start way up here, to push your hips forward into your fingers. Again, keeping your back straight. So if you're not feeling your glutes very well, there's two things you can kind of do. First, you can put a band around your knees and just gently push out into that band as you lift. And what that's going to do is that's going to ask parts of your glutes to fire to promote that abduction or external rotation at your hips as you drive up. And you could do reps like that, and you're going to really feel a great burn back there, again, as long as you're keeping that neutral spine. And then the other thing you can do is to put a ball between your knees, and as you bridge up like that, again, driving from those hips, what that does is that promotes that internal rotation of your hip, getting a whole different part of your glute as you extend your hips. So your glutes are primarily used for keeping us up tall. And if we're not using them, it's going to end up going into our backs, or we're going to be hanging on to our hamstrings, which is why a lot of people have back tension or feel like they have tight hamstrings. So if we're not using those glute muscles properly when we're standing, when we are getting up and down stairs, when we are standing up from things, what's going to end up happening is those other muscles are going to get tense instead. All right, so this was your Form Friday for a bridge. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully you can use it in your exercise practice, and hopefully it will help some of the tension in your back and hamstrings go away. Good luck.